Watch some TV. You've been laying out here all morning.
What's got you two all riled up?
Just turn up the volume, would you?
The Heartbreak Kids have gone from sensational dynamic duo to a sudden two-headed monster. And boy, this is an ugly one.
Hey, I thought I played pretty good out there.
This team still has not found its identity, and I know that Coach O'Brien claims that his two-quarterback system is matchup-based, but I gotta tell you, it sure looks like he still doesn't have a clue what's going on. As Coach Madden famously once said, if you've got two quarterbacks, you've got none. And right now, I gotta tell you, man, Coach O'Brien's indecisiveness with the most important position on the team is only gonna lead to problems on the field.
The answer is simple. Just start me.
That would make the situation worse. I mean, the team plays better when I'm on the field. Everybody knows that.
If I could just get into a rhythm, I'd be fine. Last thing I need is to be worrying about you breathing down my neck if I make one mistake.
Well, you better believe it that I'll be there when you do.
Okay, I see what's going on here, guys.
I don't know what made you follow me here and try to win back your old position. I mean, you could have just kept the Heartbreak Kids going, or you could have went your own route on another team, but you decided to what, come here and punish me? Is that it?
What are you talking about? You're the one who showed up and stole what was mine in the first place, okay? I'm supposed to be Batman, you're Robin.
Look, I get you're upset, but we're in this together.
No, we're not. I'm just gonna leave.
I don't know what his problem is.
You gotta go talk to him, man. Go clear the air.
He's the one with the problem. Look, if he wants to talk, he can come find me.
Jumping fiddlesticks.
AT&T Stadium on this beautiful Saturday in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. The top travel destination this week for alumni of these two storied football powerhouses, and the site of the first of our college football playoff semifinal matchups, as we'll see the Clemson Tigers taking on the USC Trojans. For the right to play for a national championship next Monday night in Santa Clara, we are underway from Arlington in the national playoff semifinal. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Trojans take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here's first and 10 for the Trojans. They will let him throw here on the very first play. And this will be incomplete. The physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and forced the incompletion.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
That was a good effort there trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now a play fake here on first down. Over the middle, Cooper with it. That for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. A nice throw there, Coach O'Brien. When you look at his quarterback position, he's got two great options, but opting to go with a hot hand, leaving Tommy Matthews on the sideline to start this semifinal.
And throughout this season, they've had a little bit of what we would call the carousel approach at quarterback. But when they've made changes, Tommy Matthews has made them.
That's caught. Touchdown, USC. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Trojans have taken the early lead. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So now following the USC touchdown, on is the kick team to send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And they will wrangle him down a couple of yards shy of the 30.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Now Cooper throwing on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
10 at the 50-yard line.
And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Okay, because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run.
And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. There he goes, right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe than returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled at the 32.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the gun on third down. Cooper throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Give him 2 yards on the gain there, and it will take us to the end of quarter number 1. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. From the gun, Cooper. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 2, just like we saw in 1st and 2nd down as well. Deuce is wild.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Trojan offense ready to get their next drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive,
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive back.
And oh, it's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I know it's easy to kind of shrug off a blocked extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight one. The second half, this could prove crucial.
Yeah, we might look back on this, or we'll have to wait and see. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here, right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The SC offense about set to take over here. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, and suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of the defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They pick up 11 in addition to moving the chains.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's complete to Ward. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give him 30 yards there.
Teams practice their plays during the week. They're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game. And they hit that one there for big yardage.
Got an open man. It's Washington. All the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker.
And he is in for a USC touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Trojans add on to their lead. They were able to stop him at the line on 1st down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call was bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination, and they got it done on the second try.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. So now following the USC touchdown, on is the kick team to send this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle taken down. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 34.
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
Because they've improved, right? The turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better in the second one. Now first downs and hopefully points.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 2nd down, Jewell. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
The ball carrier.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have easily blocked and turn to the side.
And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Back to throw is Cooper. First down.
Intended for number 30.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on.
Here's Cooper, throwing again on 2nd and 10. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple. Guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after it.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
So this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
18-yard line.
The Trojan offense ready to get their next drive started. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball.
Now he's into the clear. 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Benny Ward. And the final seconds of the first half. And the Trojans add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it. It can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's say they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head, because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to.
With the score, Trojans 26, the Clemson Tigers 6.
On, the loser goes home as we start the second half of this semifinal matchup. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. Cooper now on 1st and 10. Pressure comes and down he goes.
They've had some success bringing him off the edge. How about the gambling man who who's the defensive coordinator. He's not just bringing pressure. He's bringing a corner to go after the quarterback.
And it's worked twice now, twice like a charm.
And not only has that worked like a charm, he's been awfully disruptive in his usual role covering receivers. Now he's rushing the passer as well.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line.
But they certainly haven't been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
3 yards remain for second down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Intended for his running.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. He'll drop to throw, and now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep, and he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
They'll set up a throw. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. They'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cooper. 7 yards, the pickup there.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 37-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll get this to Ward. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 23 yards the pickup there.
At the 13-yard
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make it right here? And the end result there, nice first down. Clock keeps moving.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Clay, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead with a big play, unable to connect in that attempt.
That's caught. Touchdown, USC. Benny Ward, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Trojans add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. They'll look to throw again. In trouble, and he's taken down.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit,
Tigers 6.
but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, It's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot.
No.
No, okay.
Taken from about the 12. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled. Partner can't get away, and he's taken down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
On second down now, Jewell. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's going the other way. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. This defense has some playmakers. We saw it right there. Well, really, we've seen it the whole game.
Isn't it nice to see that on the opposite side of the ball? Respect, my man, respect. The defensive guys are outscoring their opposing offense.
Yeah, they're outscoring him indeed with that score alone. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. That catch good for only a couple.
Complete to Elton Walker. Out of bounds.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
2nd and 8.
This is Henry. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
It's now 3rd and 9.
Operating from the gun, Cooper. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. The Clemson punter out there now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Yards that time on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 17-yard line.
The SC offense about set to take over here. And Charles, look, I mean, coming into this one, you and I, we didn't know what to expect. This could have certainly been a disaster, nothing short of it. But this young man under center, he has certainly risen to the occasion.
He certainly has, and we certainly prepared in case it was the disaster that maybe it could have been. But there's no question, he's been the star of the show. But while we say that, let's make sure we remember the rest of the team, the supporting guys, because otherwise we'll have a lot of mamas upset with us if we don't mention them, and they have played awfully well in addition.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Cooper again the target, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
3rd down and 10.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Southern Cal. A great effort there. 83 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. What a game that he has had throwing the football. Now 4 touchdown passes. This offense playing at a very high level. I'll tell you what, he is going to be filling up your social media timeline tonight. USC going to line up and try the 2-point conversion. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there, and sometimes has a way of catching up with you.
And he's able to get it up close to the 35, but hang on here. Penalty marker down. And this one might be going the other way. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Second down, but this one is incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Cooper to throw on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Clemson punter out there now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fielded just inside the 30. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. The Trojans, USC, such a proud program. They have been on the top of the mountain before. It's been a little while since they've been back, but it's looking more and more like they'll be playing for a national championship next week as they start this drive here 1st and 10. They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Intended for number 8.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
He's airing it out for Williams. And that is incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Finding his target, it's Ward. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
The 16-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Cooper was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. Flushed out right, and they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
The defense was almost too good on that play. They took away all of his targets. The one thing they forgot to account for him as a runner, and he's able to tuck it and go for the end zone and get it done.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score in Trojans 53, the Clemson Tigers 6.
So now following the USC touchdown, on is the kick team to send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Cooper and Walker with it over the middle. He'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column, but as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's got questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. After a strong pickup of 16 yards.
10 at the 23-yard line.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 12.
So on the strength of 4 touchdown passes from their junior quarterback, the USC Trojans are moving on to play for a national title.
You all right?
I'll be fine.
I was you last week. I know exactly what you're going through.
You didn't have to sit through this championship game, though.
No, but I did sit out our first state title game. It wasn't easy to do.
For all I know, this could be my only shot at it.
Then I guess we'll just have to do this all over again next season, huh?
Good luck out there tonight.
Thanks.
Who rained on your parade, Little Miss Sunshine?
I am not in the mood for this right now.
It's because you're not playing, I take it.
Like I haven't had a bad enough day already. Now I have to deal with you.
I know you upset. But that dude Tommy's your brother. And brothers should always have each other's backs. And wipe that sourpuss look off your face. It's game time.
We crown a champion tonight here at Levine Stadium in Santa Clara for the College Football Playoff National Championship game, as we'll see the Florida Gators taking on the USC Trojans.
You okay, son?
Yeah, Coach, I just...
Tommy. You all right, Tommy? We need some help over here. Hurry.
You got my back, right?
Of course. Always.
Then go out there and finish this thing.
One shot. That's all any of us ever really gets. Waited my whole life for my one shot at being a head coach. And here I am. This is your one shot to go out there and show the world who you are. Are you the guy who's going to lead this team to victory? Or are you going to be remembered as the guy who got caught up in the moment and let it all slip away? I know you're worried about Tommy. Sure, we all are. But this is your one moment. Now get after it, son. Get some.
The pressure perhaps getting to this young Trojan quarterback. They trail at the... Just one half remains in the college football season as we begin the second half of this national title game. That'll be taken about a yard deep. Oh, a good-looking return setup out here. Running room at the 50. Look out. He's past the 30. He will score. Back to the departure time. Using half the offense able to regroup and put the football on the end zone.
Yes, that's something that they could accomplish in the first 2 quarters of this game. So finding their way downfield, they took what they want. And get your preference for your quarterback. If this kid is out there right now, one thing we know about him is fighter.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I was just going to say that, Charles. He's a fighter, and he has help on the outside. We know he can lead. You and I sitting with us this week. Did you just see a guy who can step into any locker room and control the presence of his teammates?
After we left that was he said 2 things to me. I think his team can be poised under pressure, and to me, he's a natural leader. And I can
Lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Over first and 10. Down their own 34-yard line.
The Gator offense ready to get this next drive started. They trail offense. First time to touch the ball in 40 minutes. We'll see what they can do.
I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script is to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run and go for us. And sometimes they have to make big play right away. They get after them early and try to create a big play to get themselves some momentum.
And nothing but daylight ahead as he's able to get this way down deep in enemy territory. And what a big down play there. 40 yards on the ground. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this is caught at the game, but all for naught.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Good people celebrating. The guy's a big game on that play.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
The major focus of that means that to be figured out how to create a base running in-game to get out of there.
You pointed out to be a half-season record. That line struggled with the 16 blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They got to focus on their double teams at the first level. Make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip something at the second level.
Now, folks, we are getting confirmation on what we heard earlier about quarterback T.J. Matthews, who will not be returning to this football game.
He started in this one after having not started in the semifinal, but they've gone back and forth all year long, and now Tyrann Matthews rolled out for the rest of the game. And that national championship now steps on the shoulders of his high school teammate and friend. He gets his opportunity to put a ring on the fingers of his teammates.
Get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live goal ball.
Please tell me this doesn't come off as sneaky. That's a real chip shot. I mean, you gotta be a techie cat. But this design, I mean, if I'm trying to block it, that should be 3 points on the board.
Yeah, we talked about before, if you're out at 55, 60 yards, low trajectory from here, you can get that thing up. This should be great.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing routine in football, but this really mobile as should be. Now, keep getting the ball through the post. It didn't happen that way.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on the 2nd and 10. The guy's man, complete. First down there on a pickup to 25. We know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands for a great catch.
Because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Well, not going to get knocking into the running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. 2nd and 1. It's this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. For USC, such a scoring program. 11 times they've been crowned national champions. Getting here was way back in 1928, all the way into their most recent title in 2004. That's caught. Touchdown USC. And the Trojans out on their lead. Since he's covered the game in quarterback, 2 trips into the end zone, and his offense starting to look remarkably relaxed.
I love that description because it's evident to me, it's evident to everyone watching, and now he's getting the number. He's not a backup. He's just as good as Matthews has this season.
Yeah, that's the thing, Charles, is the old adage of if you have 2 quarterbacks, you have none. But I think they're taking that script and throwing it right out the window because they're saying you've got 2 quarterbacks and we like them both.
I love the way you just said that. Not in this case, does the old adage hold up. Now you've got a new one. They've got 2 good quarterbacks, and the offense should respond when whoever's on the field.
Exactly.
They're on the 29-yard line.
Ready to begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. The field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything's nice to get kick in games. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously, I'm lucky you keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
So for the 39 now, they'll come up on 1st and 10. That was complete on the slam route. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Under pressure, and down he goes.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
On 3rd down, White. And that's caught by Beasley. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
2nd and 3 at the 27-yard line.
On second down, it's Jennings. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back now here on EA Sports as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Ellington, and he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked off down at the 2.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive, escaping the pressure right. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And they work this out past the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards. USC gets set here, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got an open man, it's Washington. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Benny Ward, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Trojans add on to their lead. Remember, Charles, with Tommy Matthews under center, they weren't able to get the ball into the end zone. They had a single field goal, but he exits the game at half. And this offense since then, they fired. That's the 3rd touchdown in this 2nd half.
Yeah, I'm sorry I jumped in there on you there, partner, but you're exactly right. I was thinking the same thing you were. On fire. 3rd touchdown in the 2nd half. He's taking his offense and squarely put it on his back, and he is actually carrying them, and what they believe, to the national championship podium.
Well, time will tell if they will be on that podium and hoisting that trophy.
Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
On 1st down, it's White. They're going to find his running back. It's complete. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
Whenever you see a team deciding to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, as a defensive player, my mindset is we've got them now, and that's why they dialed up the blitz and got after them.
But occasionally, you want to pass it on 3rd and 1. I mean, not a lot for sure, but he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
They'll try and throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Open man is Galladay, complete. 3 yards the gain there, second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The fourth down pass play doesn't work out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Here's 1st and 10 for the Trojans. They'll set up a throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Cooper was the target there, but it'll be second down.
I see what they were trying to do there, trying to find some dead space in the middle of the field and take their shot right there. A really good idea, but it winds up incomplete.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, they just continue to roll. And Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games. I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
So now following the USC touchdown, on is the kick team to send this one away. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's White. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Here's White from the gun on 3rd down. That's taken in by the tight end Perkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Call that a gain of 11.
At the 47-yard line.
Number 16's coming. Check Mike. Check Mike. Go.
Out of the gun, it's White. Over the middle, complete. That's Perkins. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Give them 14 on that one and a first down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now White with a first down throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
A gain of 13. It's a first down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. So that'll do it. The USC Trojans are once again national champions. And celebration time on that sideline. It took a change at quarterback. His thoughts will turn to the condition of Tommy Matthews. But for now, jubilation as they are the national champions.
Well, Tommy's injury certainly was a setback. But the bond that these two kids have is really strong. And although only one of the Heartbreak Kids was out there in the second half, Tommy's spirit was with him, and I believe.
You hear from Mr. Matthews?
The hoodie gave it away.
He's stable. But we're only allowing family to go back right now.
That's great, because he's my brother.
I'm proud of what he's accomplished this season.
I think there's only one individual on everyone's mind tonight. This one's for my brother, Tommy Matthews.
You think that's something? You should see it in person.
Oh, man. That's so cool. Thanks so much for coming and bringing this.
You kidding me? I wouldn't miss this for anything. Coach and the guys in their best. They waited as long as they could, but no one knew when you might wake up, so they had to catch their flights back. I told Coach I wasn't about to split up the Heartbreak Kid, so I stayed behind, make sure you were all right.
Thanks, man. I'm just glad you're here.
Hey, they did leave you the trophy. They wanted to make sure you had it when you woke up. How you feeling, buddy?
Like a sack of crap.
It's funny, because that's exactly what I was going to say you look like.
Hey, man. Promise me one thing.
Anything.
That you'll come back next year and we can win the championship together.
Next year? You know I will, brother. Together.
Doc said I shouldn't overdo it.
She say what caused all this?
Yeah. Something about the stress from my filthy roommate leaving his dishes lying around the apartment. She said if it weren't for that, I'd be the pinnacle of health.
Please.
Hey, seriously. You gotta start cleaning up after yourself. It's ridiculous.
Really? Right now? Yeah. Is that him? He's an hour early. Coach?
Don't look too disappointed.
No. I was just expecting Tommy. Come in. Care for a cupcake?
No, thanks.
So, you here for the party?
No. Give me a minute.
Okay, Coach.
Actually, I'm here to talk to you about next season.
Yeah, sure, talk away.
It was something you said at the start of the season earlier. It really stuck with me. It's
Something good, I hope?
Well, it was something you said about treat your men like your beloved sons, and they'll follow you into the deepest valley. And that really got me. It got me thinking about the way I treat you boys, and I wasn't being fair to you, and Tommy for that matter, or the team.
Wow, Coach, I really appreciate that.
All that being said, I wanted to go into the off-season with everyone on the same page. I figured the best way that we could do that would be to announce a starter. Tommy's gonna be our starter.
But how could you possibly make that decision after the title game? Is Tommy even gonna be able to play?
Yeah, I spoke with his doctor. Valve replacement surgery was great. He's gonna be right as rain.
I just don't understand.
I know this is hard for you. It's hard for you to process, and I hope you believe me when I say that I take no joy in making this decision, but I stand firmly behind it because, frankly, Tommy's a better fit for the offense.
Well, what does this mean for me?
Well, it means that you are at a monumental crossroads in your life, and you've got two choices. You can enter the draft, and based on what you did last year, I'd say you'd be lucky to get picked in the 3rd round. But realistically, you're looking at a late-round selection, if at all.
Jeez, don't sugarcoat it for me.
Well, I'm trying to be open and honest with you from this moment forward. I'm giving it to you as I would my own beloved son.
And my other choice?
Well, the way I see it, you got too much raw athleticism to waste sitting on the bench. Your talent is a true gift. And it's one that I'm gonna give you the opportunity to show it to the world.
And how's that?
You get to pick a new position on offense and get your Heartbreak Kids thing going back again.
Heartbreak Kids. I appreciate the faith, Coach, but if I'm gonna play QB at the next level, seems like leaving now is my only shot.
That's probably true.
Wow. I did not expect all this to come to a head so soon.
Well, anything you need, just call. And when those NFL coaches come calling, trust that I'll have your back.
I'm not sure what's more strange, that interaction or the general cleanliness of this apartment.
Cupcake?
So, the NFL Combine. I spent so much time preparing for it, but some things you can't ever really say you're ready for. That's how the week felt to me. walked away from the press conference feeling a buzz. I said a lot of things, but will my performance back it up? No. No, this cannot be happening. Okay. Oh, man, okay. Think. Where was the last place you looked at him?
If you knew where you last saw them, they wouldn't be lost now, would they?
Yeah, thanks. A lot of help you are. Oh, you're rich.
Say it with me now. Eisen.
Right, Eisen. You're Rich Eisen, big fan. I'm gonna be the laughing stock of your next broadcast, aren't I?
Depends. You gonna run the 40 barefoot? I may have a little fun with you, but don't worry. I won't make you a running joke, huh? Come on. I thought it was pretty good.
Maybe not your best, but I'll tell you what. You let me wear your cleats, I'll laugh at any joke you have. I mean, seriously, I'm desperate.
Try 'em on. See if they fit. What's the verdict?
Perfect fit, but honestly, and I don't mean to sound ungrateful, but they're a little damp. They're like really damp. Did you go swimming in these?
Thought you said you were a fan. If you were, then you'd know I just ran my annual Run Rich Run 40 for charity.
Right. How'd it go?
Let's just say my days of keeping up with Saquon Barkley are behind me. Maybe you'll fare better than I did out there.
What was your time?
5.98, baby.
Well, I can't do any worse. I've seen statues move faster than that.
All right, well, I want you to go out there and post a time of at least 4.6.
Of course. 4.6? I can do that barefoot.
That sounds like a challenge to me.
Less challenging now that I don't have to do it barefoot, thanks to you and your cleats.
Now that is what I like to hear. You're gonna be helping those kids at St. Jude more than you know. Go get 'em, champ. Hope those shoes bring you good luck and an even better 40 time.
Thanks again, man. Whew. Yep, I feel it.
Welcome to another exciting edition of the NFL Scouting Combine. I'm Rich Eisen, and I'll be your tour guide as we meet the next crop of elite NFL talent. We're going to start things off with my personal favorite, the event that can break the spirit of any man, the 40-yard dash. First up, we've got one half of America's darlings, the Heartbreak Kids, an intriguing draft prospect to say the least. We'll see him up next for the skills portion of this year's NFL Scouting Combine.
Got it. Okay. Ready? Rock all 80. on, focus.
Set. Viking 18. Yes. Yeah. Go. 60 Eagle. 60 Eagle. Let go. Woo. Yeah. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah. AT Cardinal. AT Cardinal. Come on, let's finish strong. There we go. Set. 19. Tiger. 19. Oh. Okay. Ready? Yeah. Woo. Ready? Yeah. Set. Cowboy 80. Woo. Go.
So close, one more.
Ready. Set. Hunt.
You're better than this.
Well, today had a little bit of it all. Select few guys who may have just cemented their place as one of the top picks in the upcoming NFL draft. Until next time, I'm Rich Eisen. Welcome to the 2020 NFL Draft. Sure, the experts have done 2.7 million mock drafts, but you can toss those babies out the window. And we're back in the fourth round of the draft. The talent herd is beginning to thin, but there are still some real studs out there.
Hey, this is the offensive coordinator of the Kansas City Chiefs. How you feeling right now?
Oh, everything's great, Coach.
Well, look, son, we've been following you for quite some time, and we believe you could be an integral part of this team.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. I can't tell you how much this means to me. And I'm ready to do whatever it takes to show you I'm worth your pick.
I know you will. I'll expect you to show up ready, okay?
I'll be the first one there. Can't wait.
And I'm just getting confirmation that the pick is it. Let's take it to the podium to see who the next pick in the draft is going to be. What a phenomenal pick. This kid has shown some elite abilities on the field. He's a freak athlete, totally capable of taking over a game in the right system.
This is the player card. Here you can see your strengths and weaknesses by looking at your archetype. This is your development trait. Superstar and Superstar X Factor players will progress faster over time. You can improve your development trait by being one of the top performers in the league at your position.